You know where you are?
This is Nollywood Pictures TV.
Ichia Uzoka. Imagine Ono being a two-edged sword. Because of the few things he gains from the palace, he couldn't stand for the truth. A simple truth about a poor boy who is finding his way to glorify his mother, who was a queen.
But you know what? To tell you the truth, I suspect that Lolo Gochi is behind all this. I am telling you, Lolo Gochi is behind all these problems.
I don't understand.
You don't understand?
I don't. Make me to understand.
Do you think that Lolo Gochi is comfortable with this idea of bringing the queen's body to be buried in the palace? Don't you think she's the one on Igwe's neck over this matter?
I think you're very, very correct. But I have a plan.
What plan?
We will go and see the prince and discuss with him. Since his father has made up his mind, how do you see to it?
I think you're right. Yes. Shall we go now? Or maybe later?
We will go and we put our heads together before we know we execute our action.
Okay.
We can't just come and start.
Because in the process of putting our heads together, we might knock our heads and
if we knock our heads,
I don't want that.
Greetings, Your Highness.
Wakego, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Where is your father?
He's in the next compound. Please sit, let me call him.
It's fine.
See, heaven is working on earth. Your Majesty, huh? This one you left the magnificent palace and then come to my rickety house.
But don't forget, when a toad is running in the daytime, it's obvious something is wrong.
My queen, you're your father's daughter.
Papa, I'll be inside.
It's all right, my dear.
Isioma, wait for me in the car.
My queen.
I came to see you in confidence.
I'm only yes.
And also tell you that as we speak, I already transferred 3 million naira into your account. Yes. I want you to do everything within your powers to stop Charles, the prince, from bringing his mother's corpse into the palace.
My queen, you know as well as I do that the king's word is a law. And he has spoken about this matter and he has taken decision.
No, not yet. The king had a meeting yesterday with Ichie Ozoka and Ichie Nwelim. And it was said that the king is yet to collect the bride price paid on Elizabeth. Honestly, since yesterday, the king has not been himself. And I wouldn't want to see him dwell so long on this issue. So that's why I'm here. You are the traditional prime minister. I want you to use your powers. Do anything you can to end that nonsense, that propaganda.
So, my queen, the money you are talking about is in my account.
Where is your phone?
Makego. Makego. Get me my phone immediately. Hi. What do I offer my queen? Huh? I'm okay. Hi. It is here, my queen. So count it done.
Yes. I know I can count on you.
Of course.
Because you've never disappointed me.
Of course, Adam Mwake Pananka. You don't learn left-hand dexterity in the old age.
And finally, I will advise you extend little money to Obinna and Amaka to help them hasten up their mother's burial. I would have loved to go there to see them, but I don't know what will be the outcome. So let me mind my business. Don't you think so?
My queen, like I have told you, you need to go to sleep. Since this money is in my account. Look, the sage himself, King Solomon, in the good books, which is the Bible, he says, money answereth all things. With this money, count your wish, done. You can go to sleep, my queen.
Ichionyema. You've never disappointed me.
Nor will I ever disappoint you.
Thank you.
Thank you, my queen.
All right, I should be on my way now.
My queen, may I have the honor of walking you to your car?
Yes, of course.
I will not forget today that the queen herself came to the king is very serious about his decision. He has even threatened to do the unthinkable should anybody dare him. So, I will want you people as a family to bury your dead in peace. I know that even the prince does not know his mother too well, because I remember at a point he was even avoiding coming here to see her.
Ichonyema,
Amen.
you are welcome once more.
Thank you.
See, what you have just said now is true. But the whole situation is still confusing me. Because I have a question. Why is the mother's body so important to him at death than when she was alive?
Well, that's a question for the gods. But I do know of Omona Kingdom. My advice is that you people should start making serious plan on how to bury Queen Elizabeth. That is exactly the debt you owe her at this point in time. On my own part, I am giving you people 300,000 naira. At least that will take care of the Umada demands.
Okay.
Accept my little token.
Thank you very much. Oh no, thank you.
Oh no, thank you, sir. Thank you, no. But you see, I do not want any help from any member of the palace. I can bury my mother alone.
Obinna! What are you talking about? Huh? We are talking of burial. And there's a lot of celebration that follows. Oh no, here has supported with something. And we cannot ignore it. Oh no. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. I should be on my way.
Okay.
Meanwhile, somebody should come to my house to collect the money.
Okay. Okay. Hey!
Amakwa m ife njekwa ife o. Amakwa m ife njekwa ife o. Let us leave anything that has to do with the palace and bury our mother. Is it too difficult that you people cannot understand it? Let us leave anything that has to do with Onowu, Igwe, the prince, anybody related to the palace. Let us handle this burial by ourselves.
Brother, please calm down. We need the fund for this burial. Even if it's the king that brings the money, they collect.
Which king? King will give you money.
Gonna be some more collecting. Obinna.
Chukuma. Jakima. How are you? Oh well, we're keeping fine. I hear that you have just come into town. Where's you? Chukuma, how I know these things should not bother you. What's important is that you are truly back in town and I need a favor. Oh yes. Okay, you are Obinna's closest friend and I believe that you can help me with information. Okay, so this is it. I need you to help me unravel where Obinna has taken my mother's body to. I need the precise mortuary where her body has been taken. If you're able to do this, I promise to transfer the sum of 500,000 naira to you. And let me add that if at the end of the day I'm able to go there and retrieve my mother's body, I will be very glad to add to this offer that I have just made. If you get me, there's something that you feel that you can do. Good. Thank you very much. But give me posted. Yes. Bye.
So this is true.
What?
That you've been engaging your other siblings from the drunk father in a fight every day. Be it on the road, in the street, marketplace, name them. And I ask you, aren't you bringing disgrace to the throne of my forefathers? Now I overheard you telling someone to help you locate where they dropped the dead bones of your useless, adulterous mother.
Father, please respect the memory of my mother. She is still my mother. Even in death, she remains my mother. She has lived her life how she knew best. Maybe not to your standard, but Dad, she's dead and gone, and it is what it is. And please, let me also correct this. I did not fight. I don't know where you got that from.
I hate your mother. I hate everything about her.
Of course, that's very clear.
And I told you that even in life or in death, I will not have anything to do with her. So don't dare me.
Oh, Father, I've been meaning to ask you, are you sure that you are not the village drunk that you constantly refer to? Are you sure that you're not the father of the set of twins? Are you sure that Obinna and Amaka are not your children?
Every woman is expected to give birth at the 9th month. But your mother left this palace on the 10th month and gave birth to those set of useless twins.
Father, my mother.
So, even under my roof, she shits.
Father, my mother kept sounding it in my ears that you are the father of Obinna and Amaka. And now I want to ask you as my father and as the king of this kingdom, do you know this village drunk you constantly talk about? Have you met him? Have you seen him before? What information do you have on him? I mean, you are the king. You are supposed to know. Do you have any kind of information on this man?
Don't ask me such a stupid question. Do you look at me and I appear to you as a child? Everyone in this village knows your mother was hobnobbing with one drunk from Amachala. Do your findings.
And you think that the wife of a king would stoop so low to hobnob with a loafing village drunk? Dad?
Well, I am not interested in whatever you do.
Of course.
Suit yourself. But let me warn you. Don't ever contemplate to bring the dead bones of that useless woman into my palace. If you like, you dare me.
Your mom was a very kind-hearted woman, very lovely. For 6 months, she stayed here. She said a whole lot of things. We had wonderful conversation. She said deep things, good stories about you. She even made it very clear to me what really made her to leave the palace and even what transpired between her and the king. I believe you won't feel very bad if I'm telling you this.
Truth is that I did not spend enough time with my mother. Except for when I was really young. Before she left the palace. And I remember her constantly coming to check on me at the palace because my father wouldn't let her take me. And I also have vivid memories of her coming to fight for me and protect me from my stepmother who my father married, and she started maltreating me. This breaks my heart.
I understand. To be honest, you're a man. Thank God she had you with the twins that came and took care of her. But my question is, these twins, are they from the king?
I thought you said that you and my mother had some time to talk. Did she not tell you everything? Doctor, you would agree that this is not a good time for this kind of conversation, but what I can tell you is that the twins are my siblings. Please, now that I am still strong, let me see my mother's body before we take her to the morgue.
I honestly want you to have this in your mind, and with all sincerity, with all modesty, you and the twins came from the same lawyer. That was what your mother told me. The only problem she has with you is that you so much believe in your father than her.
Please, can I see my mother's body before she's taken to the mortuary? Or have you moved her to the mortuary yet?
My prince, please, you have to eat something. You have not eaten anything lately. I know that you have a lot on your mind. Please, you have to eat something.
Ngozika.
Your Majesty.
You have worked for me in this palace for over 20 years. You have served me well. My son Charles was a teenager when you came to live with us, and the mother left. You know every nook and crannies of this palace. You hear when gossip came? You were here also when gossip were flying around? You were here when Lovett, my daughter, was born. You're also aware what happened when my first wife left the palace. The problem between Charles, my son, and his stepmother. Well, let me not go into that because it is normal in every family setup, especially a royal family like ours. Well, by extension, you are part and parcel of this household. Now, in all sincerity, tell me, am I a wicked king?
No, Your Majesty. You are not. At least with your effort, my children are all graduates. You contributed tremendously in raising my kids and other things you have been doing.
But my son Charles says I am a wicked king. Simply because I refused to grant him his request to bury his mother in this palace. That's the only thing that is tearing this palace apart.
Your Majesty, if you seek for my opinion, I will say the truth.
Oh, what's the truth?
Your Majesty, the prince has been going through a lot. He hardly eats anything these days. Last night when I went to serve him food, he was so deep in thought, and I don't know if he has been depressed, sir. Your Majesty, please allow him bury his mother here. She was a queen and remains a queen even in death.
What makes you think I'll grant such request?
Your Majesty, the queen had the twins 10th month after she left the palace. I am a mother. I have given birth to twins in 10th month because of complications. Please, Your Majesty, if you check well, you will agree with me that both of you has been sleeping together before the unimaginable thing that happens between the queen and your mother. She might be pregnant before she left the palace.
Dr. Ngozika.
Your Majesty, I am not a doctor, but I am talking from a mother's point.
Now leave me.
Okay, Your Majesty.
The anger is too much. Onyege quench the fire. palace is on fire. What are we fighting for? Everybody's running helter skelter. What are we fighting for? The hatred is too much. I get you see my king when I'm no man. Wait for me, Nanio. If I never Malupa no can you now marry one now? I can maybe see a man who come. Malaysia kunuwa wanem akazu sonyaga malupa no Kenya dia no wanem ewa mono moli obonye melife nada obonye melife nada. On my nation, you know, you went on my joker. On my nation, you know, you went on my joker. The anger is too much. On your girl, quench the fire. The anger is too much. On your girl, quench the fire. The palace is on fire. What are we fighting for? Everybody's running helter skelter. What are we fighting for?
My prince, because of your closeness to me, your father is beginning to think I am the one who is controlling you, when there is absolutely no such thing.
Why would you think so, no?
Because he has seen us together in various occasions.
Oh no, my father is a very rigid man. He is self-conceited, never listens to anyone. I do not think that should bother you. My father only does things he's made up his mind to do.
Thank the gods that you're beginning to see some of the flaws of your father. Don't do the same when you take over from him. Having said that, I want us to trash out the issue of your late mother's burial. My prince, I want you to allow your uncle and your brothers to bury Queen Elizabeth, your late mother, in a place of their choice. Because your father, I know, has made up his mind to the contrary.
Oh no, is this why you invited me here?
It's just one of them, but let us take it one after the other.
Oh no, I have a lot of respect for you.
Thank you.
And that is why I run to you for guidance from time to time. But I see that you have started thinking and talking like the Gentiles. Therefore, I am going to stay away from you. Oh no, you are a custodian of our culture and tradition. You know the truth. Yet you want me to bury my mother outside the palace cemetery. I have heard you. Oh no, I hear you. But we'll see how it goes.
That is
That's not what I was trying to say. Hear me. You just veered off the tangent. You did not understand.
So you've been going to your mother's family house, demanding to know where they kept the corpse of your mother. I thought you know. And you have been shouting, disturbing the entire neighborhood, this palace. And you did see them walk out now.